Game na po.
Yes.
Good morning na pala sa iyo. 4 out of 4. It's a big success, ika nga. Medyo nagkakaroon lang tayo ng adjustments kasi nilipat lang tayo ng location. Meron na kasing internet. We've been taped this interview by around 12 midnight dito sa Pilipinas. It's already Wednesday, November 16. Samantala po ang ating guest dyan ay alas 8 po ng gabi dyan sa UAE ng Martes, November 15. So makakasama natin ang dalawa sa mga inaabangan ng mga young Jiu-Jitsukas na nanalo po ng World Championships kamakailan. Kasama po natin ang ating BJJ World Champions, ang Malilay sisters na si Erika and si Elise. Maayong buntag sa inyo. Tagang salamat sa inyong oras na makasama ka namin dito.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
And of course, nandito rin ang kanilang mga proud parents na sina Mitchell at si Dante Malilay Jr. So, maayong buntag ug daghan salamat sa imuang oras na binibigay niyo sa amin para makapagkumustahan tayo after that impressive gold medal wins in Abu Dhabi. First of all, unahin ko muna si Sir Dante bago yung dalawa at si Ma'am Mitchell. Kamusta na kayo dyan sa UAE? Of course, kamusta po umuwi niyo rito?
Okay naman po. First of all, it's good to have kids as world champion. We're very proud of our daughters.
Yes.
It's such a big accomplishment to them. So we're very, very proud and very happy with the result.
What about si Mitchell? Kamusta kayo?
Yes, the same. the same. We're very proud and we're very, very happy that both of them get to be the champion for this big, huge tournament.
Okay, I'd like to ask our both champions, kamusta na po kayo after that impressive gold medal wins back in Abu Dhabi Internationals? Let's start.
We're good.
We're very happy.
We're very happy with the result.
Yeah.
Proud
Yeah.
of our performance. And we worked so hard on this. And we're just happy. We're just super, super happy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dante, gusto sana natin linawin ng konti. Kayo at yung wife na si Marichal na nakatira po originally from Cebu, the Queen Six.
Yes.
But 2 years ago,
Yes.
nagpasya kayo na mag-migrate na sa UAE. One of the reasons ba ay itong effects of this pandemic in your life, kaya nag-decide kayo na mag-migrate o lumipat sa ibang bansa for good? Sir Dante.
I mean, we've been here for 8 years, but it was just 2 years ago na nagplan kami na dalhin sina Ika and El dito sa Dubai.
Yeah.
So
while we are working here, of course, as OFWs, both of them get to come here every summer or every like Christmas holiday. And then it was just 2020 when we decided that we have to be together. And then pandemic happened.
And
then unfortunately pandemic happened, and then we were supposed to, it was already planned, but we were supposed to join the moving up of Elise at that time, and then we will come back here together.
Yes.
But because of the pandemic, we got stuck in Cebu City for 4 months. But fortunately, we are still working remotely because we get to work remotely while we are in Cebu City. And then when the world opened again, we all
went back to the UAE together. So, and decided to stay with us. They stay with us for good.
Yeah.
How was the life of being an OFW na naniniraan na yon sa labas na bansa? Did you also have a stable job? And what was the situation of our kababayans here in the country, in the UAE? Kaya nga, kailangan natin paganain ang ekonomiya at of course, may ginawa din. Tapos nag-aalala din ang mga relatives back home, syempre. Pero you strive for the best. Kumusta na ang buhay ng isang OFW katulad yung dalawa?
Well, it's good. Me and Chai has a very stable job. Very stable, to be honest. And the market is picking up in the UAE in a way. I can't say everybody is,
doing the
doing the
same.
same, but
But
you,
we're very hopeful
yeah,
that those who are struggling because of the pandemic, some lost their jobs, some wala ng work, and then some are still looking for jobs. But we are very hopeful that since the market is coming up and it's back, even here in the UAE, we're already almost back to
yeah,
normal. I hope that they will be able to find decent jobs.
decent job, yeah, really good job.
So Dante, itong dalawa natin yung kasama natin na young talented standouts natin sa Jiu-Jitsu, nag-umpisa ba ito last 2019 back when they stayed in Cebu? Nung nasa Pilipinas ba sila, they already excelled ba dun sa iba pang sports? And pagdating nyo sa UE, pagdating ninyo, they also tried Jiu-Jitsu and of course being part of a big gym. So Dante.
Um, Originally they're just like normal, any other normal kids before. They just go to school, have fun with their friends. That's it. I mean, originally I want them to join jujitsu to give them self confidence and self defense. Originally, because you never know. Hindi natin alam anong mangyayari talaga sa Pilipinas. And then especially them being girls, you'll never know what's gonna happen. So I enrolled them for jiu-jitsu just for a few months in the Philippines. Iko was very much into it. Elle was not that, not that much. And
She was
then,
not that
yeah,
interested
she's
at
not
that
that
time.
interested during that time.
It was actually Elika.
Yeah, it was just Elika who's very interested in jiu-jitsu. And then pandemic happened again. So jiu-jitsu in the Philippines has to stop. We were just doing like a little bit of jiu-jitsu at home
Yeah, at
every now
home.
and then.
Because
YouTube,
he's
yeah.
also doing jujitsu.
Yes, I'm also doing jiu-jitsu. So we watch YouTube and do some jiu-jitsu drills at home. And then yun. And then they really love. And but when we went back here to the UAE, I found their Professor Luis from Attrition MMA, and things have been, our lives has changed.
Yeah, it was like a love at first sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For both of them. And then Elise also got interested with jujitsu, and then it was really great.
The rest was history. Yeah,
The rest
that's what they said.
Yes.
I'll focus the attention now on the Malilay sisters. Follow up ko lang dun sa question ko kanina. What were the beginnings of your sporting journey and of course in combat sports? Nalaman ko kanina na una yung ginamit ang jiu-jitsu for recreational and self-defense purposes. But at the end of the day, you treasured it and you loved this because you wanted to represent the country as well. And with the days or years past, I'm sure na-excel kayo dun sa mga competitions and even got promoted into the higher color bets right now. I like to ask first, Ika first, what were the beginnings of jiu-jitsu career?
I was just a white belt at first, just a normal white belt. And then my first competition was in Worlds. I had to compete for blue belt, although I was still a white belt because there were not many white belt competitions, unfortunately. But it helped so much now with my mental, physical, basically everything. It improved my life so much.
And your age.
My age too, yeah, my
You
age.
can compete.
I couldn't compete. So yeah, and then I was moved to green belt, and I was moved up to green belt during December, and then finally blue belt during May. During May.
What
Yes.
about si Elise?
I also started white belt, of course, and then the following month I competed in challenge and I bagged gold. So the next month I got promoted to gray belt, and then I got my stripes the following month because I bagged out 3 silvers, and the rest was history. I got yellow belt, and
She
just
I
recently got
just
promoted. Yeah, I recently got promoted after Worlds to orange belt. Yeah.
How was the training look like for the both of you? Could you share to us yung schedule of a day of the life of both the jiu-jitsu practitioners who are now on Zoom session And there's times na, of course, mostly nagtitraining, you're also doing some academics and of course schooling.
Yes. Okay, so we have three trainings a day. First is 9:30, and then after 9:30 we have mobility class or strength and conditioning
At
class
11.
at 11.
And then 12:30 we have the noon class. And then we have the 7:30 to 9:30 class at night.
And
And
then
then
our school in between, basically. So we take a break and then we do our school, our homeworks and activities. And then we, thank God, are also our school also gives us,
they're very supportive of us.
yeah, they give us time, and like they give us also deadlines, like at a certain time and date, because we're competitors, we're athletes, and they give us a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
To
catch
catch
up.
up.
Hmm.
Middle East is one of considered as an hotbed in the world for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I know many clubs are established there, and of course, many international competitions hosted in the Middle East. There's some instances ba na you were also tutored also by the world champions, BJJ coaches, and even professors. And how do you find this as an inspiration to become the best as you can do and performing at the very best in every competition?
We are very lucky. Actually, we're very, very lucky to be here in the Middle East, where it's yeah, a hotbed for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We were lucky enough to be also taught by Master
Mestre
Paulang
Paulang
Hezende,
Hezende.
and he was the coach for Marcelo Garcia from white belt to brown belt.
Yeah.
We also had Marcio de Dios, the greatest referees, the greatest coaches of all
Yeah.
history in Jiu-Jitsu, come and teach us here.
He was the he was a professor of Gabi Pesanha, one of the greatest world champions in history until now. Until now,
Yeah.
yes. Until
And
now.
our team as well is very diverse.
Brigida
Brigida Felipe,
Adriano
Adriano
Munoz.
Munoz. They're training with champions.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
Training
training
with
with
champions.
train
champions.
with them.
Champions with
So
champions.
our team is very diverse. I'm also part of the jiu-jitsu team, and we have Colombian coaches, Brazilians, Spanish, Filipinos, Emiratis.
Oh,
So
it's
it's
mixed.
a very mix. It's a very diverse team.
And we're like a family.
Yep,
Yes.
yep, we're very close to them.
Now we go back to the parents naman, Sir Dante and Mama Marichal. Naging magandang takbo ng ating dalawang prize stars kung saan they were praised some of the best young jiu-jitsu stars in the world this year. Before itong Abu Dhabi tilt, could you summarize to us what happened to the past competitions for this year in international and in local level dyan sa UAE? Sir Dante.
I mean, most of the competitions here in the UAE are very international. As what you said, Middle East is very diverse. If they're gonna put like competitions here, especially for jiu-jitsu, it's gonna be a mix of any other nationalities. And within a year, they competed for like almost 20 times.
Yeah.
Just with that span of the year. And then another for next year, since the UAE has opened up, they removed the mask, the PCR test. So it's like a melting pot for Brazilian jiu-jitsu enthusiasts. And there's going to be a lot of competitions coming up in the next coming year, months. So yeah.
Speaking of health protocols, Sir Dante, kumusta ang health protocols na yon sa UAE? Kasi
Oh, it's
ito, wala nang mas na yon.
dito wala na ring mask. You don't have to wear mask anymore, and they don't need to see your PCR test. It was just announced, I think, a couple of weeks back from the UAE government that they won't be needing any documentation or PCR test or any like mask. As long as you already have your vaccine, then you're good to go. Everybody's living normal life here anyway, so yeah, it's good. It's good to be living in a normal life and get past through the COVID times.
Okay, I'll go back to the sisters. There were times na na-fell down, parang mental and physical breakdown or sumagi sa mindset na medyo nahihirapan, napagod, exhausted, pero they managed
Yeah.
to bounce back and to put the motivation and inspiration in your continuous jiu-jitsu journey along with your professors and your coaches at the club.
Yeah, there
Of
were
course.
there were a lot of times, especially when we first started competing. More like it was me.
It was mostly
It
her.
was mostly me because I was a white belt and then I had to compete in blue
Blue
belt
belt. Yeah.
division, and I had no experiences, no anything whatsoever. Actually, I just had 1 month of training, and then I was immediately just
Yeah.
pushed there
To the
and then
competition.
in the competitions. And yeah, there was also this one time where I passed out because I was too late. I didn't tap. I got second, but I
Because she competed in
I
52
yeah, I was
kg.
moved up. I was 44 kg, and I was the only one in my division. So they moved me up to 52 kg, and yeah, that was
Yeah, she
basically.
literally passed out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally passed out.
And then we were so nervous to see her pass out, live telecast.
Yeah.
And then the next day, she still went back to training,
Yeah.
which is it's the
Yeah.
drive is there, the
Yeah.
passion is there.
We were never forced to
I
compete.
was not
Yeah,
forced to
yeah,
compete.
she's
I
never.
just wanted it.
Was our
Yeah, it
decision.
was my own decision, and I wanted it.
And it was my Grand Slam.
Okay, may we mention the club na inyong nire-represent sa ngayon?
We are representing Attriction
Attraction,
MMA
yes.
under Professor Luis Carreño and Professor
Professor
Gustavo
Gustavo.
Munoz.
Okay, so back-to-back goals ang napalanunan ng Malilay Sisters in the respective categories. I like to advise them to speak on their performances during the 14th Abu Dhabi World Youth Jiu-Jitsu Championships last week. Si Erika is actually won the gold in youth women's gi blue belt 40 kilograms, right? Si Elise. Girls team gi yellow belt 40 kilograms. How was the preparations for that said event? And could you give us some observations on your performance? Naging satisfied ba or meron kayong mga certain points na kailangan ng room for improvement, especially in different kinds of BJJ styles like agility and of course the skill type. Lika, your thoughts on your performance and of course the preparations as well.
Your game plan.
Yes. Okay, so we were very happy with our performance.
Yeah.
But of course, we still have so much to learn. But despite that, we're very happy. We're very happy. And then for the preparation, it was very intense. We trained for 1 year. We were preparing for 1 year with our cardio,
Mobility,
our mobility,
mental,
mental health also. That also is one big factor.
and of course our physical.
Yeah, of our physical, we were
Yep.
lifting weights. We were cutting weight. Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
The
Yeah,
cutting weight.
The cutting weight was very hardest
They
part.
love to eat.
Yeah, they love to
we're
eat.
very
Yeah,
yes. And the cutting weight was
yeah. And they always have this review. They review their opponent's
fights.
game
Mhm.
so that they can come up with a strategy
And a
to
game plan.
to counterattack it and a game plan.
Yeah.
If they do full guard first, because most of the people, I mean, mostly they do takedowns.
Yeah.
But good thing they have a very good, supportive coach, which give them a lot of options for the game plans if they can do full guard, and then they will take things from there.
Yes.
Tapos na tayo sa mga sisters. Now it's the parents' turn. What were the observations? Base sa na mga napanood ninyo yung mga matches, dun sa mga performances and of course yung outcome of the tournament, where they won the gold based on those, I think you watched the venue, di ba?
Yep.
Your observations naman as a proud parents, and of course, mahalaga kasi yung vital vital naman yung support system ninyo.
Yeah, overall, it's a good performance for both Ika and El. We always have this discussion before the competition about what's their game plan like, how they're gonna go through about their opponents, if they're gonna go for the points first before submission, because usually here I mean, some of the athletes they go for submissions right away, but we, the coaches and even me, I talked to like the whole of us, like discussed how they're gonna manage their game plan to do the point system first before submission, which
Fight smart, yeah.
yeah, fight smart,
Fight smart.
fight smart, know the rule set, and yeah,
Understand the rules.
they understand the rules, and they did pretty much everything what they need to do in a very,
For a period of time.
yep, and they did it in a very fitness way, which is outstanding.
And that was your reaction, Elika and Denise, on winning those golds. I think this is those medal finishes are not just representing your club, but also for the country as well. And even your birthplace, Cebu. Marami nakakapagis
Mm.
sa Cebu in the near future. And did you also take time to meet other Filipino fighters there in Abu Dhabi?
Yes, I fought with one Filipina girl. Her name was Andrea Pascual, and she was so good. I appreciate her, and she was a very lovely girl. And her sister also, yeah,
Nikisha
Nikisha,
Pascual.
Nikisha
Nikisha
Pascual, yeah.
Pascual. She was placed third, I think, in the worlds. And then we also have our best friend Z. He also competed yesterday. He competed yesterday. He was placed fifth out of 19 competitors in his division.
Yep.
His name is Blaine Han Tagudena, and he's 16 years old.
And he's our best friend.
Yeah.
He's from his parents are from his mom from Iloilo, and his dad's from Bacolod, and he's one of our teammates as well.
Yeah, he's very, very good. He's a
Very
great
good
fighter.
kid, very
Very
nice kid.
good. He's one of the best. He's one of the best in our team.
By the way, there's also a chance nga pala to meet Maggie Ochoa, our world champion.
Maybe she'll be fighting maybe
Tomorrow,
tomorrow or the other day or the
or
next day on the
17th.
17th,
Yeah,
and
on
we'll
the
be there
17th.
as well
we're
because
gonna be there.
some of our teammates will be there, and we will be there to support them, and I hope, and we are also hoping to see
See Maggie
Miss
Ochoa.
Maggie Ochoa there.
Nako, dapat mag-send mo sa akin ng picture para makita natin na
Oo nga, oo nga. That's what we're planning.
together with
We were
Maggie. Because si Maggie is also apparently is she is world
yeah.
champion, and of course the SEA Games gold medalist as well, Asian Games bronze medalist, and many recognitions na naibigay sa ating bansa si Maggie. By sa schedule ko pala yung kay Maggie in the coming days after itong last competition niya sa Abu Dhabi. Bukod pa sa inyong dalawa, there were OFWs na they also got interest into Jiu-Jitsu. And eventually, they also competed in local and international competitions. Masaya ka ba sa nakikita natin na growth ng Philippine Jiu-Jitsu community, not just in our country, not just in our national team, but also across the globe, especially in Abu Dhabi? Kasi marami tayong mga Filipino students na nag-enroll dun sa mga BJJ classes, Sir Dante.
Yes, marami kaming mga kakilala na nag-train din ng jiu-jitsu dito. And it's really good to see them, compete. It's not just the world. Some of our teammates, Filipino teammates as well, compete in some competitions before the worlds, which they did really good. And it's also nice to see people, train
To get
jiu-jitsu,
inspired.
get inspired and train jiu-jitsu.
Even Dante got inspired with the kids because he
Yeah.
also competed.
I competed I think twice, right?
Yeah, twice.
I competed twice. So there's a little bit of pressure on me. It's the other way around. Instead of me pressuring the kids, it was, them pressuring me.
And
and
our
then
mom
yeah,
also
and her mom.
Yeah.
also joined
I just
Yeah,
started.
she started also jiu-jitsu. Michai started jiu-jitsu. And
It's
I
a
think
really good sport.
it is.
It would
It's
be good
amazing.
that it everyone would be into it.
Yep.
It's
It's
good
one.
for their health.
Good
for
for everything.
Yeah, and
They-
it help you bond with it helped you bond with the family.
Yeah.
That's our bond. It's the only time that we get to spend time together. I mean, yeah, we do spend time together always, but it's like there's one
It's like,
certain sport that you can, talk about
yeah.
always nonstop,
Mhm.
and that's jiu-jitsu.
Sir Dante, I think it's all in the family na magkakasama kayo at magkakalalaro kayo sa Jiu-Jitsu, and maybe
Oo,
hey, you will be also competing there in some local competitions there.
yeah, even our professor is pushing me to do competition na. And he was like, next year, Mr. Dante, you should be joining competition. It's like,
Especially
maybe,
worlds. Worlds.
maybe next time. Let's see.
Can we clarify? This is actually the last competition, no? Meron pa for next year.
There will be a lot next year. Hopefully by January.
Yeah, it's
January, and their professor is also planning
Uh,
to expand their experience in IBJJ, which is the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation. CBJJ also some competition, a huge competition in Brazil,
yeah, the
and
biggest.
GGIF.
which we are currently in talks with the Jiu-Jitsu
Yeah,
Federation.
we are in talks with the Jiu-Jitsu Federation, so that we can liaise with the logistics and where they can compete, because they also have competitions here. And their coach is also planning to bring them to Brazil to train for a month, and then there's another competition. After a month of training, there's going to be a competition the following month in Brazil. So that's the end. There's like a lot of competition as well in Europe, and we're planning to, you know, join the competitions for them, or maybe in the US as well. You never
Yeah,
know.
in the US.
There's like Panams, and yeah, IBJJ
It's
in the
gonna be
US.
really busy.
It's
Yes,
gonna be a
gonna
busy
be
year
busy.
next year for
Mhm.
them, for sure.
But for this year, meron pa bang ibang mga competitions na
Um, I don't, I
join?
don't think so. I think this is gonna be the last one for this year.
After Worlds,
Off-season.
After
yeah,
yeah,
it's
after
off
Worlds, it's
season.
off season, so
Yes.
they're happy to take a rest for a bit, just for a little
Just for
bit,
a
and
bit,
then
yeah, just for a
back to
little bit.
training.
We don't stop. We never stop training. Don't stop.
Elika and Elise, there's a report right now, as I heard, that you were invited by the Jiu-Jitsu Federation of the Philippines, our NSA for Philippine Jiu-Jitsu. You were given an opportunity to become part of the national team, to join the tryouts and selection, and hoping that you will be representing the Philippine tricolors in different competitions, and to meet up again with the other jiu-jitsu veterans, especially Maggie, Annie Ramirez, Kimberly Custodio, and the others in the national team.
It would be an honor to represent our
Our
motherland.
motherland with them.
Yes, with them, and to meet and to also roll with them. It would be such a big honor. Train with champions. Yes,
It'll be an
world
honor.
world champions. Yes.
Filipino
So it is
champions.
your lifelong dream na mag-represent ng national team, and of course being team up with the other world champions as well. And maybe one day you will earn another world championship title as you go along.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I really hope that would be, because the sport has a very special place in our heart, and we this is like a career for us now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause it's
Malaki ba
unending, you know.
yun. Malaki ba ang tulong ng mga eye-level competitions internationally to further expose and excel in the higher level of BJJ? And ano masasabi nyo na medyo na-improve na ang quality ng inyong training, the performance-wise, skill-wise, compared to 2019 where you used to play first Jiu-Jitsu, when you began your Jiu-Jitsu career in Cebu, and now in Abu Dhabi na?
It's been a wild ride. I can say it's been so crazy, but it's been fun. I
Really
love
fun.
it. We love every second of it.
We love it with our whole hearts,
Yeah,
and we enjoy what we're doing.
we love what we're
Yeah.
doing. Yes,
They never stop.
we never
We never
stop.
stop.
Okay, last question before we end. Any advices nga pala, Malilay sisters, to our young ones who wishes to try Jiu-Jitsu, either in recreational side, either self-defense to prevent crimes and to protect yourself, and of course, being the privilege and opportunity to represent the country in the near future. Any advices you want to say to our viewers, and of course, to those who are gonna try out jiu-jitsu in the couple weeks?
Just keep going, never stop. Small disciplines every day can create big achievements. It can create so many,
Big impacts.
it can be a big impact, yes.
And it's gonna be a wild ride,
It's
but
gonna be a wild ride, but as long as you don't stop, as long as you don't give up on what you love doing, it will, it will, um,
Pay off.
it will pay off.
It will
all
pay
of
off.
it will be on.
Yeah. And I think Filipino blood, where we have that Filipino blood that we're,
Driven, yeah.
very driven,
Mhm.
and we're very used to contact sports. And that's the best thing. That's use jujitsu. We have jujitsu, boxing, and we excel in all the contact sports.
Yeah.
Wearing
And to those
national
people
tricolors is a great honor na rin, at may mga combat sports athletes na namamayagpag nga internationally.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yep.
thank them for their opportunity to play, and ma-inspire pa marami, ma-drive nila marami to pursue their chosen sports careers. And we are so proud that Manila sisters have given this opportunity to represent the country and to become the BJJU champions. And I hope to see you in many more competitions, and of course, baka interview muli kayo sa mga susunod na araw pag may medyo maalaga ng mga competitions na yun. So, before we say your final remarks, photo up tayo, so thumbs up tayo and smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'd like to thank Elika, Elise, Dante, and Michelle for joining us today sa ating Sports Corner PH interviews, and we look forward to hearing with you again sa mga susunod na araw. Siguro medyo mag-multilingual tayo. Your final remarks, pasasalamat niya sa lahat ng mga taga-suporta back in Cebu, in our country, and of course sa Abu Dhabi, for making them proud, and of course para nga doon sa world champion. I'll start with Sir Dante. Pwede pa-ask, mag-closing remarks ka sa Cebuano kung pwede.
Daghang salamat sa tanang suporta sa among pamilya, sa akong pamilya. O paayong gimingaw mi sa mga mama papa, lulog lola sa mga bata. Amping mo permi diha. Hopefully we can see you guys soon in bakasyon. And then daghang salamat kaayo.
Thank you
so much.
Sa tanan,
Support na mo.
Yep. Thank you so much. Maraming
I love you
salamat.
guys.
I love you guys.
Ma'am Marical, ikaw naman sa Tagalog naman.
Salamat sa lahat ng nagsuporta sa family namin. We do feel na nararamdaman namin, and it's really acknowledged yung mga support, lahat ng nagme-message, lahat ng everyone, and yung mga anak ko ay happy na mag-represent ng Pilipinas.
Pilipinas. Yeah.
And
Thank you so much.
salamat talaga.
Thank you so much, Marical. I thank you rin sa pag-message nyo sa amin at pag-inform nga na igigis sa natin itong Malilay sisters joining us. Buti na lang na-replyan kita doon sa message. Kasi ako ang founder ng Sports Corner PH. Ako nag-message ng mga detalye.
That's really good. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you for your support.
Sana magpatuloy pa sa mga susunod na mga pagkakataon itong suporta na binibigay sa atin as we aim na ma-expose pa lalo ang mga lahat ng sports, hindi lang sports man lang. And of course, yung mga OFWs excelling in their sports. And finally, Malilay sisters Elika and Elise, again, congratulations. Your final remarks as we end this interview.
Thank you so much for the support. We will continue to strive harder, and yeah, we're just grateful for everything that everyone has been giving us, supporting us, and loving us. Yes.
Pahabol na question bago ako magpaalam. Alam niyo na namimiss niyo ang Pilipinas. Pero may balak ba kayong umuwi sa ating bansa para magbakasyon, Pasko at bagong taon?
Yes,
Hopefully next year.
hopefully next year. Yes.
Next year
I really
we will
miss-
be there. Maybe mid next year.
I hope so.
Let's see.
Okay, so you will spend the holiday season dyan po sa UAE.
Yes.
Of course, I'm sure na-miss niyo yung mga kamag-anak niyo at relatives dyan sa Cebu. But I wish them well. Amping kanunay, sana patuloy
Daghang salamat.
pag-excel at patuloy lang ang vital support ng inyong pamilya at of course yung pananalig pa rin sa ating Diyos kay Santo Niño in particular na sana matulungan tayo at sana maginawa tayong arapin ng anumang mga amon and patuloy tayong makapag-represent ng ating bansa sa mga international competitions at makapag-ambag tayo ng mga medalya doon. So again, daghang salamat Amping Kanunay at magkita-kita tayo sa susunod dating interview. Malipas natin sa next interview natin, world champion pa rin sila.
Yes.
Pagdasala lang natin yan. Bye!
Thank you po.
Salamat!
Thank you, John. Bye-bye.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you po.